So when we're talking about ribcage mobility exercises, what we're looking for here is shape change. We're not looking for orientation, which is the problem a lot of people run into. They start doing like, hey, this is me rotating my ribcage. It's like, no, you're just changing the way your pelvis is moving in and no dissociation between your pelvis and your ribcage. So a really easy way to start is doing side bending lateral flexion type drills with my ribcage. Usually I have people beside a wall for this, but I'll have them on not one leg, but most weight on that front leg, hand on the hip here, back leg still is weighted for balance. And then I'm gonna have them push the pelvis in towards that direction, not necessarily with their hand, maybe a little extra push with their hand, and then reach up this way. Reach up, not reaching over, because a lot of times when people reach over, it's just me moving at the low back and just orienting the whole rib cage, right? But if I reach up, I'm opening up the spaces between the ribs as I'm pushing this over. So now that gets me that lateral flexion. Lateral flexion. You'll actually get a really good stretch and movement at the side of the hip with this as well. It's one of my favorite hip and rib cage warm up mobility drills because you don't need any equipment and it gets the job done pretty quickly. The biggest thing I think, especially for hips, that people end up getting stiffness in the hips over a long standing period of time is because they're not breaking off the center line with their pelvis almost ever. All their stretches are here, all their stretches are here, all their stretches are here, but they're not ever moving that pelvis side to side and getting that access, right? And the goal here is not necessarily to hold it and hold your breath, it's to move in and out with dynamically. So you should be as long as possible between the hand and the foot here, as long as possible. Make as big of a...
How wide of a stance?
Not super wide. Just keep the weight on that front leg. That's what I would make sure we do. A really good way. It can't be a lazy reach. Yeah, there you go. Now you're getting dissociation between